Right now, we continue to be on O.J. Simpson watch, and we believe he is still in the Las Vegas area as cops investigate his possible role in an alleged armed robbery. He's accused of robbing a collectibles dealer at gunpoint who was selling his stuff. With all that baggage, can O.J. Simpson ever get a fair shake? Joining us now, attorneys Jill Davis and Michael Isasaga. Jill, you say it's impossible for O.J. to get a fair shake. Why?
Well, of course it is, and anybody that thinks he can get a fair trial is being intellectually dishonest. I mean, most people in the majority in this country think that he got away with murder a decade ago and would love to have another bite at the apple so that they could see justice done. And if, that this investigation in Las Vegas proceeds, then they just may have their wish.
Michael, what do you think? Do you agree with Jill that it's impossible, that there just can't be this suspension of everyone's beliefs about him?
No, absolutely not. There isn't a man in America who's shown a predilection for getting a fair trial than O.J. In fact, probably too fair. This is a guy who's been acquitted coast to coast. I mean, he was tried, don't forget, for a road rage incident where he actually gets out of the car and assaults another driver. This is a guy who... the DA searched his home on an ecstasy ring, on an $800,000 money laundering scheme. He was investigated for pirated satellite access cards. I mean, this guy is just Teflon. And again, I mean, there isn't anybody, I think, in the United States who can get a fair trial than O.J. for whatever reason.
Jill,
well, Catherine,
go ahead.
Well, I mean, it may not be that he can't get a fair trial. It may not be a fair verdict. I mean, I'd like to think that as officers of the court, the judge he or she would proceed fairly. But the problem is, and we see it a lot, is that jurors lie to you. I mean, after the O.J. verdict a decade ago, we saw that people raising their hand couldn't wait to get on juries to undo the damage that they thought and the injustice that occurred in California at that time. And I think that's what would happen here. Sure, I can be fair. And they really can't.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves because they're investigating him. No charges have been brought against him. But what's striking this morning is that since this event, Thursday at this casino hotel in Las Vegas, O.J. Simpson, it seems, cannot help himself. He talked to the Associated Press. He's talking to other reporters. Michael, what kind of damage could that do to him?
Well, I mean, any time that you're a defendant in any case, I will tell you the first advice that I give you as a lawyer is stay away from the media. Don't make any statements. Let your lawyer do the talking for you. I'll tell you this, it'd be against my advice for him to do that, but, for whatever reason, O.J. can't seem to help himself. He loves the camera. He wants to be in front of the camera.
Do you agree, Jill? He just can't help himself?
I do. And, I want to say to him, I mean, we can't sit on our clients, okay? But you really want to say to him, this isn't your first rodeo, dude. I mean, shut up. And I guess I agree with you, Michael. He just can't help himself. Don't you know his lawyers are sitting back going, oh, but I don't think it's going to help him.
Oh, nothing goes according to plan with him. Jill Davis, Michael Isasaga, thank you for being our guests.